Okay. Fever and storm tonight. I nearly didn't make it because I was just so exhausted from everything else I did today. But I made a promise and I plan to keep it if I can find the light that I'm looking for here. And that promise was to bring you all 44 Indiana Fever games, whether in part or in full. All right. Ugh. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, folks. This is not going to be one of my best, but I'm here. I got to learn to once again continue to show up even when I don't want to show up. So I am preparing my drink. I probably have, I probably got to run and get some water. All right. Of course not. All right, you know what? Oops. All right. Oop. Did I mess that up? Nope, I didn't. Okay, good. All right, folks. This stream is for you fans of Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. It's also for my wife and I's anniversary tomorrow. Because as soon as I sign off here, I'm going back to doing what I was, which was oversleeping. And yes, I said it right, oversleeping, because I overslept getting in here to get everything prepared to go. All right. Hey, wait a minute. Where'd it go? Hmm. Oh, I never pushed the button. There we go. All right. Uh, all right. Sparks and Sky are in front of me right now. This is part of a double header. They got a buck 17 left in that game. And it's the Sky 90 and the Sparks 81. Now, why is this game in front of me when it's not the one that I was looking for? I swear, if I have problems tonight, I am going to go to bed. I'm just going to call it and go to bed. But I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Hi, folks. Here I am. We have a 2-2 tie so far. What's up, RC? I will warn you guys right now, this is probably not going to be one of my better broadcasts, and I apologize for that. All right. I'm going to keep trying to find this game. And if I don't find it, I know. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. I wonder if this could do it. The same damn thing. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. All right. Fever up a deuce, 4-2. So far, so good. Oh, crap. There we go. I already got a leap. All right. I'm not paying for this twice because I already paid for a month this. All right, go. All right, we're in business. All right, 808 left in the. Go, man. All right, we're in business. All right, folks, welcome to the Indiana Fever alternative play-by-play broadcast. Storm lead early 5-4. And we're at a review from the Key Arena in Seattle, Washington, formerly known, for those of you that are old school like me, as the Seattle Center Coliseum. Nico Gumake hit a basket. Seattle 9-5 on the year. Indiana 6-7. I can guarantee you from the games that I've called, there should be more wins on that left-hand side for Indiana. 2 games they absolutely choked away. One came in San Francisco on this recent road trip. We'll keep you updated with all the scores. I wanted to say all the highlights. Lexi Brown out with an illness. Katie Lou Samuelson is out with a right knee injury for Seattle. Ogumake heads to the free throw line. And free throw is good. 6-4 Seattle. And Victor says, so wait, there's a WNBA team in Seattle, not an NBA team. Unfortunately, Victor, that is the case. Here we go. Indiana on the run to Caitlin Clark out to the left, whips a pass to Boston at the free throw line. Boston spins in, shoots, and scores. And it's tied 6 apiece. Ogumake on the move to the left, guarded by Aaliyah Boston. Diggins comes to get it. 3-pointer on the way. Rebound chased down by Lexi Hall. We'll get to your lineups in just a moment. This has to be Caitlin's bounce back game. I agree. Here comes Skylar Dickens, the veteran from Notre Dame, right down the lane and shoots it in with a left hand. And it's 8-6 Seattle. 6:56 remaining in the first. This is going to be a bounce back game for the Fever, period. Never mind the fact that Caitlin Clark is struggling from distance. Clark off the Boston screen on the drive into the lane. Her pass is tipped, runs into people, and stolen. Back they come with numbers. A right wing jumper is no good. Boston the rebound. Aaliyah Boston back the other way. Boston in the front court, spins at the free throw line, spins into the lane, hands it off to Natasha Howard, goes up, missed it. Howard the rebound, back up and scores. We're tied at 8. 8 apiece and 6:40 remaining in the first quarter. Ogumake flying down the lane, shoots it in and draws the foul. And Seattle back in front. Nico Ogumake, Gabby Williams, Ezai McBeggar, Skylar Diggins, and Erica Wheeler, who just completed the three-point play, makes it 11-8 in favor of the Seattle Storm and 6:20 for the first. Here's Caitlin Clark on the move to the right. Bounce pass to Boston. She lays it in. 1-point game, 11-10. Gabby Williams has back-to-back double-doubles for Seattle. Here comes Diggins flying in. Left it short. Boston the rebound. Indiana looks for the lead. Here comes Caitlin Clark. Finds Lexi Hall. A left corner three. Air ball. Ball out of bounds. Which way? Goes to Seattle. It's a Christmas miracle the Sky are going to win. Yeah, it is a Christmas miracle. It's also a miracle that Angel Reese is 4 out of 5. Wheeler to the hole, shoots it in, draws the foul. Ray Hamna's with us. As the audience continues to grow, do me a favor, y'all. Trying to show my wife a good time on our anniversary, which is tomorrow. So if you could, drop me a cash app to $ Tallman Dr. K50 to hold to help not only grow this, but show her a good time. Williams' free throw, in and out. Natasha Howard the rebound. Caitlin Clark brings it up. 13 for Seattle, 10 for Indiana, 5:35 left in the first. Caitlin Clark on the move to the right. Clark standing dribble. Here she comes. Got bumped. No foul call. Flying in. Reverse layup. Missed it. Rebound. Boston followed. No, but a foul call. Max Clemage is here with us. Howdy, Max. Man, Caitlin Clark got hit twice on that drive to the basket. What I love about Caitlin Clark, though, is the way she knows all the context is going on. She knows everything else that's going on. She just wants to play basketball. Aaliyah Boston to the free throw line. And timeout has been called. Nope, no timeout. Oh, there is a short timeout, and I think it's Lexi Hall that's getting worked on. How are you doing, Max? And how are you doing to everybody? I didn't think I'd make it to this late game because everything that's going on and how I'm trying to get my office together and things like that. But no excuses. Got to show up. And I'm here. Boston's free throw. Good. 13-11 is our score. Fever have not led in this game thus far. Boston again. Good. 13-12. Diggins brings it up, guarded by Kelsey Mitchell. Seattle left to right, white tops, white bottoms with the green piping down the shoulders and the sides. Here's Diggins to the free throw line, cut off by Mitchell. Diggins makes her way to the right, now charges in, whip pass back outside to Mitchell. Wheeler has it on the right wing, 8 to shoot. Wheeler back up top to Douglas. Douglas on the drive, right of the lane, comes up shooting, short. Clayton Clark the rebound, and now a chance for the Fever to get their first lead. Clark in the front court, races in against Diggins, stops at the free throw line, a pullback jumper. Nope, rebound Diggins. Diggins falls down on the dribble and a foul called on Natasha Howard. And Diggins is slow to get up, but she is up. And that'll send us to a timeout. Well, I didn't get all the bells and whistles in, but we are getting this game in. 4:55 for the 4:46 for the first. Seattle 13 and the Fever 12. We're back after this.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Thirteen 12, Seattle with the lead. They've led all the way in this ball game tonight. And it's the last stop on the road trip. Noelle Quinn in her 5th season as the Seattle Storm head coach. Her career record 83 and 73. Seattle has it in play to Diggins. Sydney Colson on the floor for the first time. Here comes Diggins on the drive, left of the lane to the hole, shoots it in. And that's been Indiana's problem. They're giving up too many inside baskets. 4.5 of the first. Colson in the front court against Douglas. Colson on the move to the right, finds Clark. Dump low right to Boston, and a foul called underneath on McBeggar. That's her first. Each team 10 points in the paint, so it washes each other out for right now. Here comes Clark on the drive, a pitch out left corner. A Sophie 3, no. Long rebound on the floor, and they turn it over. Douglas on the march. Douglas right of the lane, spins in. That pass tipped by Cunningham and out of bounds, and it will stay with the Seattle Storm with 3:59 left in the first. Williams will pull the trigger. They're in the 9th inning in Houston, which was our earlier game we were supposed to cover. Josh Hader is in. Here comes Diggins. Diggins dumps it low to McBeggar, faces the double team, shoots it up, banked it in, drew the foul. 17-12, 3:52 left in the first. Meanwhile, the Astros are holding on to a 1-0 lead, and Otto Kemp swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. Astros trying to hold on to their lead in their division. Swing and a miss on a curveball for strike two. Demiris Dantas called for the foul here. Indiana 2 of 2 for the line. Seattle 2 of 3, 3 of 4 with that free throw. And it's a 6-point lead, 18-12. And this is the same thing. Slow start for the first period for the Indiana Fever. Here's Clark dancing on the dribble out to the right. They immediately meet her with a double team. They go over the top into Boston. That ball tipped away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Fever. Meanwhile, Otto Kemp takes the ball, and it's 1-2. Stephanie White in her third season as the Fever head coach, 15 and 16, and now this year. Second stint for Stephanie White as their coach. Swing and a miss, and Otto Kemp is gone, 1 out in the 9th for the Houston Astros. Colson to bring it in, baseline right. In play to Dantas, 8 to shoot. Dantas to Caitlin Clark. They jump at her. Cunningham off to the left. Over the top into Dantas, and a foul called on Gabby Douglas. That'll be her first. And the second team foul. Caitlin Clark will pull the trigger. Foul line extended right. Edmundo Sosa at the plate for the Phillies. They trail 1-0. They have it in play to Colson, who gets it back from Dantas. Colson dancing on the dribble off to the left, finds Caitlin Clark out front. They chase her. Here comes Clark on the drive, left of the lane, fakes, a pitch out to Dantas, and a travel. One of the key pieces of her game that she has to clean up, and meaning Caitlin Clark has to, is turnovers. Alicia Clark on the floor now for Seattle. Wheeler finds Alicia Clark for 3 out of the corner. Missed it. Rebound volleyballed out to Lexi Hull. Here she comes on the run. Hull over the top to Clark. A deep 3 from the left wing. Off the top of the rim. And the rebound to Dantas. Dantas fakes. Goes up. Scores and draws the foul. Dantas with her first bucket with a free throw to come. Meanwhile, Edmundo Sosa smacks one foul. And the count's 0-2. Astros lead the Phillies 1-0. Hader sets, kicks, and deals. Fastball, and it hit him. And Sosa's on at first. Dominique Malonga now comes on for the Seattle Storm. Damiris Dantas' free throw is good. It's Malonga along with Diggins, Wheeler, Alicia Clark. And we'll finish setting your lineup here in just a moment. Malonga on the right wing finds Wheeler, 7 to shoot. Wheeler over the top pass into Malonga. Fadeaway shot, good in the lane. 20-15, Seattle leads by 5. There's a pop-up on the infield. That is caught. 2 down in the inning. Over the top pass into Dantas, low right. Dantas spins, lean in, flip, banked it in. Good play by Damiris Dantas. And it's 20-17 and 2-12 for the first. Johan Rojas represents the last hope for the Philadelphia Phillies. Malonga out front, over the top pass into Clark, shoots it in, and another foul. Chance for another 3-point play. That's the third one they have a chance at so far. Indiana's getting beat on the inside. Hader delivers its low to Rojas for ball 1, who's 0 for 3 on the night. First pitch was a slider. And a good pass by Malonga over the top into Alicia Clark. And the Fever once again getting beat on the inside. There's a slider outside from Josh Hader. Well, it wasn't a bucket and a foul, but 2 free throws for Alicia Clark. She hits the first one, 21-17. Ogumake back on for Seattle. Wheeler gets a breather. Rojas now 2 balls and a strike against Josh Hader with the tying run aboard at first in the top of the 9th. Hader's thrown 12 pitches so far. Caitlin Clark gets a breather. And she's got to figure out that slump some kind of way. Alicia Clark again, good. 22-17, Seattle. And Edmundo Sosa fouls one off. And the Phillies are down to their final strike. Sydney Colson in the front court finds Dantas, and we get a whistle. Malonga charged with the foul. We're going to talk Houston Astros tomorrow on the morning show. How they have stormed back from 10 games down to lead in the American League West. Swing and a miss, and this ball game is over, and that's an Astros winner. Astros win that game 1-0. Meanwhile, free throw is good. Breonna Taylor on the floor. Josh Hader, 20 saves this year. Mitchell drops the second one. 3-point lead again, 22-19. I will have the Astros game tomorrow night against Philadelphia. Skylar Diggins on the move to the left, finds Malonga. On the cut to Williams, poked away, stays with Seattle with 1:48 remaining in the first. Final totals on the board for an Astros win: 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. And for the Phillies, no runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Baseline right, baseline left, they look to come in. Tipped out, it's tipped out, and it belongs to the Fever. Once again, the final 1-0 in favor of the Astros. A run on 5 hits, and that run was a home run. 2 errors, 6 left on base. Phillies leave 9 on base. Mitchell falls. A pitch out to Dantas with 11 to shoot. They get the ball out of the lane in time. Here comes Colson on the drive, right baseline. Had it stripped, able to get it back. A pitch out to Mitchell. A 3 for the tie. Nope. Ball volleyballed out of bounds. Belongs to Seattle with 1:24 left in the first. Oh, got that double play out of the way. 120 for the first. Indiana 0 for 5 from 3-point land, and yet they're within 3. A foul called on Demiris Dantas as she was guarding Malonga. (22-19), 1:14 left in the first. Malonga heads to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Free throw is good. 23-19. Lexi Hull and Caitlin Clark back in the ball game. Second attempt, good. And now against pressure, they have it in play to Caitlin Clark. 112 for the first. Caitlin Clark, 2 points, 0 for 2 from distance. Clark in the front court with a bounce pass to Mitchell on the cut into the lane. Foul called before she got the shot. We'll expand into our Fanatic feedback zone here. Callie Greenshields is here with us. McCarthy says tired, checking in before heading to sleep. I understand. No credentials required. Would love your subscription. The link is in the chat. Give him a sub, will you? Mitchell's free throw, good, 24-20. Despite all the mistakes, Mitchell got poked in the eye. That was the foul there. The second attempt, good, 3-point game, 24-21. 1:05 for the first. Wheeler brings it up. Guarded by Caitlin Clark. Wheeler front court to the left. Works off the Malonga screen. Wheeler on the attack, right of the lane. Throws the shot up. Nope. Malonga the rebound. Fall away jumper. Nope. Ball tip to Mitchell. Chance to make it a 1-point game with 48 seconds left in the first. Mitchell on the fly. Pops a 3. Bullseye. And we're tied at 24. Well, that'll get him off the schneid from 3-point land. Mitchell bangs home the first 3 of the night for Indiana. And we're tied at 24, 38 seconds left in the first. 4th tie of the ball game. Offensive foul has been charged. And now the Fever have it with a chance at the lead. Mike Beggar is charged with the foul. I'm learning the names, and I usually am prepared, but there was so much going on, I didn't make time to prepare. 5 turnovers against the Fever, 4 for the Storm, here's a three. Good for Dantas out of the right corner. And Indiana has their first lead of the night at 27-24 and 20 seconds for the first. What's up, A.L. Evans? And you're right, Victor. The Fever have no post presence, and they're getting killed on the inside. It's killed them all year. 8 seconds for the quarter. Here comes Wheeler on the drive right of the lane. Bounce pass to the right corner. Pitch out Clark for three. Rebound underneath. It comes down to Breonna Taylor. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the quarter. Done with one as the audience grows. Give a sub to No Credentials Required on each Tuesday evening at 6:30 Eastern Time. End of one, and the Fever have grabbed the lead, 27-24. I'm going to take a breather, go get some water. We'll be back for the second quarter after this.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting twin sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Second quarter ready to get underway. Fever 27, Storm 24. And they hung with the Fever did Las Vegas for about a quarter, or for a half, I should say. They led by 6 in San Francisco, lost by 11. They led by 6 in Las Vegas, lost by 10. Let's see if they can keep the lead. 27-24 as we start the second quarter. Alicia Clark has it on the left wing, and we get a whistle and a foul. On the floor for the Fever, Mitchell, Hull, Clark, Dantas, and Turner. Zia Cook has it off to the right. Cook on the drive in on Clark, lays it in. 27-26, Zia Cook with her first bucket. It's a 1-point game and 9:35 remaining in the first quarter, in the first half. Caitlin Clark standing dribble out front. Works off the Dantas screen, takes a deep three, and wouldn't you know it, an offensive foul on Damiris Dantas. That'll be her second. Kenneth Clark is with us saying, hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing good, man. And he's doing good also. Seattle looks for the lead. Over the top pass A fadeaway jumper by Ogumake, no good. Rebound taken down. Back to Ogumake in the left corner. Ogumake against Dantas. A fadeaway shot left baseline is short. Alicia Clark rescues it. Ogumake 3. Yep. Is that a 3 or a 2? That's a 2. And Seattle back in front. Here comes Caitlin Clark. Backs up on Alicia Clark. Hands to Dantas. Dantas, a one-bounce dribble, works her way to the left, hands it back to Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell steps back, three-point stripe. 7 to shoot. Mitchell left of the lane, finds Dantas in the left corner. Got to get a shot. Dantas on the drive all the way. Reverse layup, nope. And the rebound taken down by Seattle. And here they come again. Wheeler in the front court. Over the top pass out of bounds. Belongs back to the Fever. Offensive rebounds so far. And I'll say it again, the attitude of the Indiana Fever. You can't just roll the ball out there expecting to win. You got to play. Ogumake with 8 points. Here's a steal. Lazy basketball. Unacceptable. And now Clark comes up with a steal to get it right back. Outlet pass to Taylor, now to Clark. Clark in the front court with a wraparound dribble, fouled out front on Wheeler. Hold on a minute. Come on. There we go. Four assists so far for Caitlin Clark. Make it 5 as Mitchell flies to the hole and lays it in and gives Seattle the lead back. 8:05 for the half. Wheeler in the front court. Ogumake off to the left. Hands to Clark on the weave, guarded by Mitchell. Clark double teamed, finds Ogumake left of the lane. Pitch to the right corner for Douglas. And a travel called. As McBeggar is called for the travel. 7:55 remaining in the first half. Skylar Diggins back in for the Seattle Storm. Clark goes to Boston, back to Clark. Clark with a right-hand dribble, plays it to Mitchell. Underneath the Leah Boston, she lays it in. Good play. 31-28. Indiana leads by 3, and 7:37 remaining in the first half. Now it's this end where you have to turn the screws defensively. Here's Skylar Diggins on the move to the left. Diggins comes back out. Now finds McBeggar. Williams has it. Back to McBeggar on the inside. Spins in. Dump pass underneath to Ogumake. She's got the layup, and it's a 1-point game, 31-30. Interior passing, superior by the Seattle Storm so far. Natasha Howard has it low right. Had it stripped, stolen by Ogumake. Storm look for the lead as Gabby Williams brings it up. Williams finds Ogumake. Back to Williams. Ogumake on the left wing. 6:58 left in the first half. Ogumake takes a 3 from the left. Short. Caitlin Clark picks off the rebound. 1-point Indiana lead. They run ahead to Sophie Cunningham. Reverse layup. Nope, but a foul called, and Sophie Cunningham shoots 2. Skylar Diggins with the foul. That's her first. If you like what you see and what you hear, why don't you do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe, and hit the Cash App to support the show, as well as the Super Chat to support the show and support my family in the process, because I am in the process of turning this into a living, especially for season 30. Yeah, let me move this up a little bit. Sophie Cunningham to the free throw line. Indiana 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Number 8, good. 32-30. 6:49 left in the half. The second attempt on the way, good. 33-30 in favor of the Indiana Fever, and 6:48 left in the half. Diggins brings it up outside left. Works off the Ogumake screen, chased by Aaliyah Boston in a switch, and now Diggins on the attack to the hole, lays it in. 1-point game again, 33-32. 6.5 for the half. Left corner, Sophie Cunningham. Travel. 6:28 left in the first half. Seattle with the ball, and they look for the lead. As they have it in play to Diggins. Diggins walks it up. Seattle left to right here in the first half of play. Diggins nearly falls down on the dribble, but able to keep it against Mitchell. Over the top to Ogumake, 3-point stripe. Ogumake crosses over, hands it to Williams on the drive left of the lane. Reverse layup, nope, but a foul called, and she'll shoot two. And a chance for Seattle to get the lead. Nico Ogumake, 10 points and 2 rebounds so far in the game tonight. But all eyes are on the shooting slump of one Caitlin Clark. She's only had 1 field goal in her last 20 attempts. Williams' free throw is good. 33 all. 6:09 left in the half. Damaris Dantas in. Natasha Howard out. Now Douglas shoots to give the Storm the lead. She does. 34-33, Seattle by 1, and 6:05 left in the half as Caitlin Clark walks it up. Clark in the front court. Leans over the dribble, works her way right against Williams, now finds Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive into the lane, a foul called out front before she can get going toward the basket. McBeggar picks up the foul. That's her second. And that'll send us to a timeout. 5:56 for the half. Storm 34, Fever 33. This is Indiana Fever basketball inside the Indiana Sports Hub on Snowman Sports Net.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Seattle is favored by 1.5 coming into tonight's game, and they lead right now 34-33. Foul line extended right. Kelsey Mitchell looks to come in play to Boston, back to Mitchell. Mitchell backs up on the dribble, pitch out Cunningham, a 3 from the right corner, missed it. Gabby Williams, the rebound. Seattle looks to extend on a 1-point lead. They've led by as many as 5. Williams across the timeline into the front court, picks up the dribble, finds Diggins. Diggins on the move right, guarded by Cunningham. Bounce pass out front to Ogumake. Ogumake on the drive, falls down on the dribble. Dantas ties her up in a jump ball with 5:28 remaining in the half. Should Seattle gain possession, they'll have 5 seconds to shoot. Should Indiana gain possession, the shot clock will be fully loaded. Ogumake to jump against Demiris Dantas. And the tip is controlled by Diggins. 4 on the clock. 3, 2, Williams 3. And the rebound, Natasha Howard. Howard leaves it for Caitlin Clark. Clark in the front court on the move to the left. Backs up for 3. And the rebound tip on the floor. Kelsey Mitchell had her shot blocked by McBeggar. Back they come on the drive is Williams. Out to Williams on the fly. Lays it in. 3-point Seattle lead, 36-33. And nothing is going down for Caitlin Clark, nor for the Fever, as they've only hit 3 3-point field goals so far in 12 attempts. Boston backs in on McBeggar, falls down on the dribble, looking for help. On the cut is Kelsey Mitchell, but she lost the ball to Williams. Back comes Seattle up 3. Williams on the drive left of the lane, gets to the free throw line, fakes, dumps a pass underneath. It's out of bounds, belongs to the Fever. 4:29 left in the first half. The Fever want to play a fast running game. The Fever want to run under Stephanie White, but the teams lately have figured out that they have to slow it down and not let Caitlin Clark or company get going. Each team at least 4 steals. Seattle 5, Indiana 4. 36-33, 17 on the shot clock. Here comes Clark on the move to the right. A deep 3. No. And the rebound tip. Cunningham saves it to Boston. She shoots it in, but the basket won't count. Ball went out of bounds, and the Fever turn it over again. 36-33, Seattle by 3, and 4:05 left in the half. Indiana led by 3 at the end of 1. Here comes Dickens on the drive. A left of the lane jumper, no good. Ball on the floor, stays with Seattle. I'm going to get this right. I'm going to get back in a good rhythm and doing play-by-play for all sports. That is my goal this 30th season. To be consistent, that ball tipped by Dantas, out of bounds, stays with Seattle. They'll have 13 to shoot. Gabby Williams will pull the trigger, foul line extended left. And a full house inside Climate Pledge Arena. That ball's kicked. It will stay with Seattle. They'll have 14 on the clock. And again, foul line extended left. Williams looks to come in. Still looking against Mitchell and throws it out of bounds. Now a chance to cut it to 1 for Seattle, or perhaps tie with a long one. 3:50 remaining in the first half. Caitlin Clark walks it up. Clark across the timeline into the front court. Clark on the move to the right. Standing dribble, now backs up against Ogumake. Here's Clark on the drive, all the way into the lane. Lean in flip. No foul there either as Clark takes a tumble and Seattle the rebound, and here they come. Williams to the left corner. Alicia Clark's 3. No. Ball tipped. Comes down to Cunningham. Back come the Fever, looking to cut it to 1 again. Here's Mitchell. She'll take the 3, and she'll splash it home. 36 all, and 3:14 remaining in the first half. Our 5th tie of the ball game. Williams with a crossover dribble against Clark. Dump pass underneath to McBeggar. Too easy. 16 points in the paint for Seattle. 3 minutes for the half. 38-36. Seattle leads by 2. Caitlin Clark in the front court with a crossover dribble against Williams. Bounce pass out front to Mitchell. Mitchell at the free throw line. 18-footer. Nope. Long rebound chased down by Aaliyah Boston. Backs her way in with a left-hand hook and lays it in. Tie game at 38, 6th tie of the ball game, and 2:40 remaining in the first half. Skylar Diggins in the front court now finds McBeggar out front, guarded by Dantas. On the right side is Diggins. Over the top pass into McBeggar, runs over Mitchell, nothing called. Out to Gabby Williams. That's a 3, missed it badly. Sophie Cunningham the rebound. Fever look for the lead. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Couple of subs coming, including Lexi Hall for Indiana. Here's Aaliyah Boston on the drive in the lane. Lean in flip. Nope. Foul called as Boston takes a tumble. Nika Ogumake picks up the foul. And there was contact on the last drive of Caitlin Clark and no whistle. We got a timeout. 2:12 for the half. Fever 38, Storm 38. Back after this timeout.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
$38 apiece as we're back to business. 2:12 remaining in the first half. Coming up at halftime, it's the SeatGeek halftime report. All the stats, facts, and figures of the first half. We'll break everything down for you and get you ready for the second half of tonight's game. It's only through the power of SeatGeek where fans can fan. Merch is available. We would love to have a couple of super chats tonight, as well as some cash apps, because as I said, I'm doing this for my family, and I want to show my wife Jody a good time for our anniversary tomorrow. Aaliyah Boston hits the free throw, 39-38. Indiana back in front. Second free throw, good, 40-38. Indiana yet to miss from the foul line, and they're trying to get back to 500 tonight. 2:05 for the half. Clark over the top pass to Ogumake. Ogumake holds outside left, dump low left to Diggins. Diggins goes over the top, tipped, ball on the floor. There's a scramble, and the Fever come up with it, but we have a jump ball first. With 1:54 remaining in the first half. Ogumake to jump against Sidney Colson. Decided height advantage to Seattle. That ball's tipped. And a foul called against the Fever. $1:54 left in the first half. Alicia Clark to bring it in. Foul line extended right. In play to Gabby Williams. Williams out front, guarded by Kelsey Mitchell on the move to the left. Now finds Ogumake back to Williams. Williams on the drive out front. A hook pass back to Diggins. Over the top pass into Ogumake. Fakes, comes back out to Williams. Left side Diggins. A three-pointer on the way. Blocked by Colson. Cleared back to Colson on the drive. Lets traffic clear and shoots it up no good. Rebound Dante. She shoots it in. Indiana takes their biggest lead at 4. 42-38, and 90 seconds left in the first half. Here's Gabby Williams back for Seattle in the front court. Hook back left to Ogumake. Dump low left. McBeggar goes up. Block foul called on Dantas. That's her third. 119 remaining in the first half. SLN Fitness has become our newest subscriber. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to recognize it with a Mario coin sound. I'll do that in a minute. McBagger's free throw is good, 42-39. That was a great block by Sydney Colson. That came with 1 on the shot clock. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Aaliyah Boston. Izai McBeggar with 6 points in the ball game. 3-point Indiana lead. 110 for the half. Mitchell outside left. Mitchell back to Dantas. A left wing three off the back of the rim. Rebound on the floor to Kelsey Mitchell. She fakes. Step back three on the way. Splash! Kelsey Mitchell with her second 3-point goal. 45-39. Indiana leads by 6 and 53 seconds remaining in the first half. Ogumake has it out front between the circles on the move to the left. Now finds Gabby Williams. Hook pass back to Diggins. She'll try the three from the right wing. In and out. Ball on the floor. Chased down by Dantas. 40 seconds for the half. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. Indiana 4 of 13 from 3-point land tonight. Here's Dantas on the move to the left. Finds Lexi Hall. Hall in the lane. Had her pass tip on the floor. Hall gets it back. Lean in. Flip. Rimming. No. Rebound Dantas. Dantas backs up, fadeaway jumper, bank, no. Ball on the floor, batted out of bounds, belongs to the Storm with 21.4 left in the first half. Decided contact underneath against Alicia, with Alicia Clark and Damiris Dantas bagging underneath. 19 seconds left in the first half. 45 for Indiana, 39 for Seattle. In the front court is Diggins. Diggins out front, guarded by Sydney Colson. 10 seconds. Diggins on the move to the left. Over the top pass into Izai McBeggar on the drive into the lane. Lean in, flip. Nope. Ball on the ball tipped high to Lexi Hall. She lets one go from three-quarter court, and that's the half. Score at the half. The Fever lead by 6 for the third straight game. Now, can they finish the darn thing? We're going to find out in a few minutes. Our halftime activities begin after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
No? Excellent. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! No?
Excellent. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
No? Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Third quarter time in Seattle as the Fever find themselves up by 6, 45-39. They will return with Natasha Howard, Leah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, and Caitlin Clark, who only has 2 points to this juncture. Nika Ogumake, Gabby Williams, Ezai McBeggar, Skylar Diggins, and Erica Wheeler, the 5 on the floor for the Indiana Fever. Now, Indiana led in San Francisco against the Golden State Valkyries by as many as 12 before losing by 11. And they led that game by 6 at the half. Now, the key for the Fever is to close out this win because they had 2 of them. They led twice by 6 on this road trip, and they lost both games. Here's a free throw line jumper, no good by Ogumake, and Natasha Howard the rebound. Howard trots it across in the front court, looking for help, gives it to Boston, hands it to Caitlin Clark out between the circles, guarded by Erica Wheeler, 13 to shoot. On the left side, Lexi Hall, left wing, Caitlin Clark, 9 to shoot. Caitlin Clark trying to get free of Wheeler, 6 on the clock, works her way to the right, wraparound dribble, on the attack to the hole, lays it in. Caitlin Clark with her second field goal of the game. She's 2 for 9, 4 points in the game, and it's an 8-point Indiana lead, 47-39. Ogumake has it out front, over the top pass, tipped and stolen by Boston, ahead to Lexi Hall. Hall drives in and lays it in. It's a 10-point lead. 49-39 as Lexi Hall gets into the scoring column. 9:02 left in the third, and a quick timeout taken by the Seattle Storm. They're going to stay there, and so are we. Lexi Hall and Caitlin Clark with the 4 points to begin the third quarter. Now let's see if they can keep it going. Back after this.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
This is what I get for falling asleep. I make changes to a project I'm working on. Now I gotta save it again. All right. Okay. There's that. 49-39, Fever lead by 10 as we are just starting the third quarter. Lexi Hall and Caitlin Clark each with baskets to come out of halftime. Williams brings it up, finds Ogumake out front. Skylar Diggins on the attack against Caitlin Clark, flies in, lays it in, 8-point lead. 49-41, Skylar Diggins with 6. Caitlin Clark dancing on the dribble out front, guarded by Skylar Diggins, waves everybody away, finds Lexi Hull, back to Caitlin Clark. Clark holds and looks against Diggins, works her way to the right off the Mitchell screen, a bounce pass to Aaliyah Boston, pitch out Lexi Hull, left corner 3 try, come on! Lexi Hull extends the lead to 11, 52-41, and 8:18 left in the third. Ogumake has it out front. Ogumake on the move to the right, finds Skylar Diggins on the drive into the lane, pitch out Gabby Williams, left corner Wheeler, she tries a 3 and has the answer. 52-44. Lead back down to 8. 8 minutes left in the third. Caitlin Clark on the move to the right. Clark with a bounce pass, and Mitchell out for hands out of bounds. They had the play. They had the play. Doggone it. Now a chance for the Storm to cut it to 6 or 5 with a long one. 7:45 left in the third. Here comes Wheeler on the drive. Out to Ogumake, 15-footer out front, rolls off, rebound Natasha Howard, hands to Caitlin Clark. You really want to see Clark bang home a 3 tonight. Caitlin Clark dances on the dribble, gets rid of Wheeler. Clark chased by Ogumake in a switch, whips a pass underneath to Howard. Got to control that. Howard able to control it. In trouble. Lexi Hall struggles underneath. Bounce pass back out to Boston. 6 to shoot. Hands to Clark. 4 to shoot. 3, 2, over the top pass tipped and stolen by Ogumake. Ahead to Diggins. Diggins on the fly. And Caitlin Clark shoots it in. 6-point game. And Indiana wants time. Sloppy basketball by the Fever. They lead by 6, 52-46, but you don't want to see the same thing happen tonight that you've seen the last 2 games on the road, which is a comeback by the other team. Watching them would stop your heart sometimes. Seems that way, Max. Seems that way. Let's pause for this timeout.
Join Ryan McCarthy
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
and Dustin Henry
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care.
52-46. Sue Bird in the house, the legendary Sue Bird, Hall of Famer. Caitlin Clark has it in the front court with a bounce pass. Kelsey Mitchell on the left wing. Mitchell stops and starts, drives in on Wheeler. Dump pass, Natasha Howard. It crawls over the rim and lays in. 6:45 left in the third. Fever 54, Seattle 46. Wheeler front court to the right. Out front Diggins. A straight on three is no good. Rebound Ogumake goes up. Foul called on Lexi Hall. And a chance again for Seattle to cut the lead down to 6. Indiana's led this game by as many as 11. Seattle's led this game by as many as 5. What you fear is another fourth quarter collapse, and the inconsistency with the Fever may lead to that. Let's hope tonight changes that and starts a new trend. Free throw good for Ogumake, 54-47. Fever led in San Francisco 57-45, and then it all collapsed. The second attempt on the way, good, 54-48. 6:34 left in the third. Ogumake, 12 points in the game. In the front court is Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive to the free throw line. 20-footer ahead of the key. Splash! 56-48. Gabby Williams dances on the dribble. Out front to Ogumake. Drops a bounce pass to Wheeler. Wheeler comes back out to Williams. Williams with a pitch out. Ogumake with a wide open three. Missed it. Rebound tip. Wheeler saves it. Out to Diggins. A 3-try on the way. Good. 56-51. They run ahead to Aaliyah Boston. She lays it in. Aaliyah Boston with 16 on the fast break. And it's 58-51. Skylar Diggins right back for Seattle. Flying in. Reverse layup. Good. Skylar Diggins, 15 in the game. 58-53. 5:38 remaining in the third. Caitlin Clark brings it up. Clark across into the front court, leans over the dribble against Skylar Diggins. Now has Mitchell off to the left. Spins off the screen from Boston. Mitchell, pitch out right corner. Hall's three. Splash! 61-53. Fever lead by 8. And 5:15 remaining in the third quarter. Wheeler has it off to the right. Out front, Ogumake. On the left side, Gabby Williams. Williams, one bounce dribble. Now finds Skylar Diggins. A pitch out to Wheeler. A 3-try from the right. Nope. Long rebound chased down by Lexi Hall, who hands to Caitlin Clark, and Clark brings it up. Clark in the front court. Works her way left. A long three. A brick. Rebound, Lexi Hall. Gets the layup. 63-53. Indiana back up 10 and 4:45 left in the third. Little better execution so far in this third quarter. Ogumake has it out front with a backdoor to Diggins and a blocking foul called on Lexi Hall, who vehemently denies the call. And I think Lexi Hall is right. That shouldn't have been the foul the other way. Sydney Colson will come in for Caitlin Clark. Clark gets a breather. She has 6 points in the game. Diggins has it in the front court outside right. Dump pass low Ogumake. She's walloped by Natasha Howard and fouled. Howard, one of the first to come over and see if she's okay. I think she got hit in the nose there. In fact, that's the area that she's holding. And they stand her up, and that's a good thing to see. And she is bleeding, I think. That was a good backdoor cut by Ogumake, and Howard came in to try to make the defensive play. Ogumake, 12 points, 3 rebounds in the contest, and now they're going to take a look at it to see if there is a flagrant foul. I don't think there is, because I believe Howard was making a basketball play. This is an official review that we are in the middle of right now. I don't know why I'm itching so much. I'm going to take a break. It's a personal foul against Natasha Howard. We're up to 1,820 subscribers tonight. We got a couple since the start of the broadcast, and I thank you both for subscribing in. So this will not be a flagrant foul, but the referees had to take a look. Howard picks up the personal foul. Sophie Cunningham will come in for her. And since the time that Sophie Cunningham has stood up, since the time Sophie Cunningham stood up for Caitlin Clark, nothing for the Fever in the second half of games has gone right. Ogumake is all right. She'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2, and it was her lip and not her nose what got hit. Ogumake's free throw rims in, 63-54. The second attempt on the way, good, 63-55. Ogumake, 14 points tonight. Colson, Boston, along with Cunningham, Lexi Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell. That's the 5 on the floor for the Indiana Fever as they hold an 8-point lead. Here comes Mitchell on the drive against Ogumake. Crosses over, now works her way to the free throw line, turns, flies down the baseline, missed it, follow Boston, good. Lead back to 10, 65-55, and 4:12 remaining in the third. So far, they haven't allowed Seattle to go on a run to get back in the ball game. Here's Wheeler, works off the Alicia Clark screen, and a foul called on Kelsey Mitchell. I'm going to say something out loud, and a lot of people are not going to agree with me, but I think there has been and is like a big discrepancy on whistles when it comes to the Indiana Fever this season. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I will accept all opinions on that. I'm just going off of what I've seen. Here's Dickens on the move to the right. Over the top pass underneath and stolen by Mitchell. 2-on-1. Mitchell on the fly. In on Wheeler. Stops and starts. Waits for traffic to clear. Finds Boston. Pitch out Colson. A right wing 3. And you got to get points off that. You had a 2-on-1, but they don't get anything. Diggins back for Seattle. 3:40 for the third. Diggins backs in on Sophie Cunningham. Works it right of the lane. Now works it into the lane. Offensive foul on Alicia Clark. That's her second. Sydney Colson went flying, and Alicia Clark picks up her second foul of the ball game. 65-55, Indiana leads by 10 and 3:34 left in the third. Mitchell has it off to the right. Mitchell works off the Boston screen. Over the top to Boston. Works in from the free throw line. A pitch out Colson. Back underneath the Boston. Goes up. Had it stripped. Foul called. And Boston heads to the free throw line to shoot two. Ezzy McBeggar will come in for Seattle. Nika Ogumake will depart. 65 for Indiana. 55 for Seattle. .324 left in the third quarter. McBeggar and Ogumake out. So Indiana has it with a fresh 14. Over the top end to Kelsey Mitchell. Backs in on Wheeler and lost the ball. Clark comes up with a steal. Wheeler right back for Seattle. Front court to the right. Wheeler on the drive into the lane. A pitch out to Williams. Williams with a crossover dribble against Sidney Colson. Now has to back out. 14 to shoot. 3:10 for the third. Williams on the move back to the left. Guarded by Lexi Hall. 10 on the clock. Out front, Skylar Diggins on the drive into the lane. Pitch out Alicia Clark. Back to Williams. A left wing three. Long rebound. Chased down by Wheeler. Fadeaway shot in the lane. Good. And no foul called there either. Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark were going nuts on the bench a moment ago. There should have been a loose ball foul called, and there wasn't. 65-57, 2:40 for the third. Here's Mitchell, works off the Boston screen, gives it back to Boston, flying in and lays it in. Aaliyah Boston with 20, and the lead is 10, 67-57. Diggins in the front court, off to the left. Out front, Alicia Clark. Alicia Clark works off the screen from Wheeler. Clark backs in, holds and looks. Underneath pass tip, stolen by Mitchell. Out to Colson. Back to Wheeler with a steal, but Wheeler is called for the foul, and Sidney Colson crumples to the floor. And she is helped back up. Man, there was a foul called on the other end. I was looking at the score. I didn't see it. Trying to mark in my book who had scored. Wheeler should have been called for a loose ball foul. Wasn't. Got a free lane and got to the basket. 2:08 for the third. Here's Mitchell on the drive to the free throw line. Flying in. Lays it in. And the foul called. Indiana up a dozen. Biggest lead of the night. That foul is charged to Izay McBeggar. Zia Cook will come in for Erica Wheeler. Good job by Mitchell seeing a lane and then flying in, getting the foul from McBeggar, who hit her hand, and Mitchell gets the basket. 18 for Mitchell, shooting for point number 19. Or she has 18 points. No, correction. She has 19. 20 with that free throw. And it's 70-57 and 2:04 left in the third. And Indiana turns on the full court pressure. They have it in play to Gabby Williams. Williams trots it up in the front court. Williams leans over the dribble, works off the double screen on the move to the left, guarded by Sophie Cunningham. Williams on the drive to the free throw line. Pitch back out McBeggar on the drive into the lane. Against Cunningham. Out to the corner for Williams. Williams left baseline jumper. Short. Rebound taken down by Lexi Hall. Hands to Sidney Colson. Colson on the drive in the front court finds Mitchell for three. Count it! And the Fever are up by 16 with 94 seconds left in the third. If it ain't Caitlin Clark doing it, it's someone else doing it. Finally, other players from the Fever stepping up, and they lead by 16, 73-57. Let's pause for this timeout.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, Say the tag.
where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
23 points for Kelsey Mitchell tonight. She is 7 of 11 from the field. She just hit a 3 a moment ago. And the Fever find themselves up by 16 with 1:34 left in the third. Ogumake will come back in for Zia Cook. Erica Wheeler in the game for Alicia Clark. You know what I'm going to do tomorrow after I have breakfast with my beautiful wife for our anniversary. It's our 6th wedding anniversary. And happy early anniversary, Jody, my love. Tell you in a minute. McBeggar hands it to Wheeler. Wheeler has it on the right wing, guarded by Kelsey Mitchell. Wheeler on the drive, in on Mitchell. Pitch out Diggins, back to Wheeler. Wheeler holds and looks, 10 on the clock. Wheeler standing dribble, works her way back to the right, creeps down the right baseline, and a foul called on Sydney Colson. Indiana 3 timeouts, 2 timeouts left for Seattle for the game. 1:16 left in the third. And it is Wheeler that will head to the free throw line. What's up, Rising Rhino? Indiana 14 of 16 from the foul line tonight. Wheeler takes a deep breath, shoots the first one, short. 73-57 still. Aaliyah Boston back in. Brianna Turner in. And the second attempt is good, 73-58. 1:15 left in the third. Sydney Colson brings it up. Turner outside right wing Mitchell. Holds and looks. Mitchell starts and stops, comes back out. Right side Colson, over the top pass tip. Colson able to get it back, turns and pivots with 8 to shoot. Hands to Boston, 6 on the clock. Boston backs away in on Ogumake with a right-handed hook. Rolls in. 22 for Boston, 75-58. It's Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell carrying the team. Now that pass is stolen by Boston. Boston on the fly in the front court. Hands to Colson, 3-point stripe to the right. Directing traffic, 40 seconds for the third. Here's Mitchell on the fly in on Williams. Backs up on the left wing, 12 to shoot. Mitchell for 3. No. And the rebound on the floor taken down by Skylar Diggins. 3 different shot clock to game clock. Thank you, Max, for the anniversary wish. It's a big one, and I absolutely enjoy being a husband to my wife, Jody. 10 on the clock. Diggins standing dribble out front, guarded by Colson. 3 different shot clock to game clock. 7 on the clock. Out front, Williams. Gabby Williams will take a long 3, and it's going to be an air ball out of bounds with 4.2 left in the third. And the Fever have it. The Fever have outscored the Seattle Storm 30-19 here in the third quarter to turn a 6-point lead into a 17-point lead. Caitlin Clark back on the floor for the Indiana Fever. Now, I'm willing to bet you if the Fever hold on and win this game, I think I know what the narrative is going to be. They lob it into Boston. 3-2. Boston lets one go from three-quarter court. That's no good. And the Indiana Fever stand 10 minutes away from a big win on the road. Done with 3. Your score, Indiana 75, Seattle 58. We'll come back with the fourth and final quarter after this.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Tomorrow, it's the Wacky Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. And folks, all I'm going to tell you is that it's going to be a wild one. Wild NBA trades have been flying through since the season has concluded, including Kristaps Porzingis headed to his 4th team. Where will he be headed? We'll tell you all the details tomorrow. And we're going to talk a little baseball, and it's going to be a full 2-hour show. I promise it's going to be. 75-58, Breonna Turner will come on for Kelsey Mitchell. Zia Cook comes in for Isaiah McBeggar. It is a 17-point Indiana lead as we start the 4th quarter. Diana Reyes with us. Really enjoy your game call. Very professional. Think you can make a career with your skills. Diana, I think I'm a step ahead of you, darling. I will be celebrating my 30th year beginning July 1st. Here's Clark with a 15-footer. Bang! 77-58. 19-point Indiana lead. 9:40 for the money period. Williams has it out front on the move to the right. Stutter step dribble. Backs in on Cunningham. Fadeaway shot right of the lane. Good. 77-60. 17-point lead and 9:24 left. Just keep playing the way you're playing, and you're going to be fine if you're Indiana. And a foul called out front as Clark got to the lane and hit a bucket. She has only 6 points tonight. Only 6. And Indiana leads by 17. Washington beat Minnesota 68-64. The Sky beat the Sparks 97-86, and it's Dallas 68 over Atlanta 55. Over the top pass to Boston, flying in, layup missed. Rebound taken down by Ogumake. 9:12 left. Ogumake with a bounce pass to Williams. Williams fakes, backs up, 3-point stripe, dump low right Ogumake. Ogumake right of the lane, faces a double team, comes back out to Williams. Tap pass Wheeler on the left side. Cook, Zia Cook on the line, free throw line jumper, rimming, no. Rebound taken down by Sophie Cunningham. Hands to Caitlin Clark. 8:50 for the ball game. Caitlin Clark on the move to the right. Clark one-on-one against Williams, decides not to take it. Clark has it out front with a fake, drives in, backs up, lost the ball, able to get it back, 10 on the clock. Clark directing traffic out front. Clark on the move to the right, all the way to the right baseline. Underneath, whip pass back out. Lexi Hall 3, rimming, no. Rebound taken down by Malunga. Ahead to Wheeler. Wheeler on the fly in the front court, peels off to the left, guarded by Caitlin Clark. Out front, Malunga. She'll try the 3, and she missed it. Rebound taken down by Lexi Hall. Hands to Caitlin Clark. 77-60 our score, and 8:50 remaining in the ball game. Caitlin Clark standing dribble out front, guarded by Wheeler. Over the top pass, Lexi Hall. Hall to the right side for Aaliyah Boston. Hands back to Clark. Clark wrap around dribble against Wheeler. 6 on the clock. Clark on the drive into the lane. Stops. Fadeaway shot. Line drive. Line drive rebound to Ogumake. Back comes Gabby Williams. And her pass is picked off by Sophie Cunningham. What a play. Now the run ahead to Lexi Hall on the fly. Double fake. Shoots it in. 19-point lead. 7:45 left in the ball game. Great play by Sophie Cunningham. Jackie Wheeler in the front court, leans over the dribble on the way to the right, now back to the left against Boston. Out front, a 3-try on the way by Ogumake, no good. Rebound, loose ball foul, stay there as Malanga was triple teamed for the rebound and couldn't come up with it. (79-60). Indiana leads by 19 and 7.5 minutes remaining. It'll be Zia Cook that will pull the trigger. Foul line extended left. Looks to come in and play to Wheeler. Wheeler, Cook, Diggins, ball on the floor. Clark a steal. Clark on the fly with a wraparound dribble out front. Clark lost it, able to get it back against Wheeler. Now they take it back. Here's Ogumake on the fly all the way in. Lefty layup good. 79-62 and 7:12 remaining in the ball game. Caitlin Clark walks it up. Clark across the timeline into the front court. Works her way to the left. Now finds Cunningham. Over the top pass into Boston. Boston back to Clark on the left wing. 6:56 remaining. 6 to shoot. Clark standing dribble for 3. Short. Ball tipped. High in the air. Clark comes up with it. Pitch back to Cunningham. A right wing 3. That's short. Rebound. Lexi Hall. Back up. Yes! 81-62. Indiana back up 19 with 6:35 left. Gots to close this out if you're Indiana. You're up 19 right now. Skylar Diggins on the move to the left, 15 to shoot. Diggins orders everybody to clear out. Wheeler has it on the right wing, 10 on the clock. And a foul called underneath on Sophie Cunningham. The 3 has not been falling for Caitlin Clark on this entire road trip. She didn't hit any in San Francisco. She hit 1 in Las Vegas. She's hit none tonight. She is 1 for her last 24 from three-point land. The difference tonight, they're up 18, and they have out-rebounded Seattle 35-17. A pitch back to Ogumake. Ogumake on the drive into the lane. Dump pass underneath, and a foul called. Or a kick. Is it a foul or a kick ball? It's a kick ball. Being told it's a kick ball, not a foul. 6:15 left in the ball game. Alicia Clark looks to come in, holding and looking, and play to Ogumake. 13 on the clock. Diggins off to the left. Whips it back to Alicia Clark on the right wing. Out front, Wheeler, a straight on 3. Got it. 81-65. With 6:09 remaining in the ball game. Caitlin Clark directing traffic as she comes across the timeline into the front court. Clark leans over the dribble with a bounce pass to Mitchell. Back to Clark. Clark started step dribble. Got fouled by Wheeler. Nothing called. Clark bumps off Wheeler and travel. She got fouled twice on that play and nothing, and yet she continues to smile, and that'll send us to a timeout. 5:43 remaining. The Fever look to break their 2-game losing streak as they lead 81-65. What's up, A Pizzle? Fins up, baby. Let's take time out.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
My first audiobook project is coming soon. It's called Sharing Old Lumpy, and you can soon get it on Audible. Yours truly voiced it and produced it. And I want to thank Mrs. Sherry Hauser, and all the folks at her organization for allowing me to do that. And the Snowman Multimedia Podcast premiere will be that of Roots and Branches Adoption Stories with Janet Monroe. We're in the process of producing that as well. 81-65 our score. We're in the fourth quarter. Lenny Wilkins is still in the house, Sonics legend. Isaiah Thomas, two-time All-Star. Sue Bird in the house as well, as Seattle has it in play into Ogumake, top of the circle, now to Diggins. Diggins, a crossover dribble, works back to the left. Masbanger now gives it to Wheeler. Wheeler backs up for three. Nope. And the rebound taken down by Ogumake, or by Masbanger, I beg your pardon. Alicia Clark in the left corner, 10 on the clock. McBeggar has it back, now to Clark. Clark holds left wing, 5 on the clock. Out front to Diggins. Diggins hops in the lane, 15-footer. Good, no travel. She clearly took 4 steps. But it's a 14-point lead, 81-67, and 5 minutes left. Clark across into the front court. Hand check by Wheeler. Now has it to Boston. On the move to the right. Hands it to Mitchell, and Mitchell is fouled by Diggins. Williams will come in for Alicia Clark with 4:52 remaining. A couple of baskets, and we're going to get out of here with a win and go 1-2 on this West Coast road trip. Caitlin Clark will pull the trigger. Jackie Wheeler will put pressure on her. Foul line extended right. They have it in play to Boston. Back to Caitlin Clark out front. 12 to shoot. Let's see if she can get one tonight. Boston has it out front. Boston on the move to the left. Hands to Mitchell. Mitchell backs up for 3. Splash! Kelsey Mitchell with 26, and it's 84-67 and 4.5 minutes left. Diggins in the front court, outside left. She'll try to answer, and she's fouled, and she'll get 3 free throws, and they're going to initiate a review to see if she was in the act of shooting. Lead official says initiate the review. The foul will be charged to Caitlin Clark. And for Clark, that is her first foul of the ball game. And Clark is the only one of the starters not in double figures. And yet, Indiana leads by 17. This is the potential this Indiana Fever team has to put teams away, but they cannot be inconsistent. And the review is going to be whether Clark was behind the line. So the question is, was it a 3-point attempt or a 2-point attempt? That's the question. Is it a 3 or a 2? And they already have made their decision. It is a 3-point attempt. 35 rebounds for the Fever, 18 for the Seattle Storm. Skylar Diggins, the veteran from Notre Dame in her 13th season, I beg your pardon, will head to the free throw line. The first one is good, 84-68. $18 points for Skylar Diggins. I'll have better information next time. Second one, no good. Next time we'll be with you will be Thursday when the Fever hosts the Los Angeles Sparks at Conseco Fieldhouse. I mess it up twice. Gamebridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Second and third free throw are missed. Ball poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Fever as they lead by 16, 84-68. Aaliyah Boston brings it up. They have it in her hands. They're trying to get Caitlin Clark loose. Damaris Dantas has it on the move to the left. They have it to Clark. Checked by Wheeler. Here's Clark on the drive with a bounce pass. Kelsey Mitchell. Reverse layup is missed. She corkscrewed in the lane and missed it. And now back come the Storm. Here comes Diggins. Diggins on the drive into the lane. A pitch out. McBeggar's three. Good 13-point game. And Stephanie White calls time. 3:56 left. That's all that remains from a Fever winner. But they got to hold on for 3:56. 84-71. Indiana with a lead. Let's pause for this timeout.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
I had planned several times to do an accompanying show for the Indiana Fever called Full Court Fever. Unfortunately, I have not been able to tape an episode yet. I am going to attempt to start the show after the All-Star break because I think a lot of things will be calmed down and a lot of my schedule will be set in stone. And we're going to try for after the All-Star break. If we get it up beforehand, perfect. If not, after the All-Star break is when the Fever accompanying hour-long weekly show will commence. 84-71, 6.7 assists for Caitlin Clark. That ball tipped out of bounds by Wheeler. And the Fever will keep the ball. 3:46 remaining in the ball game. Clark looks to come in. She comes into Mitchell. Clark has it back. 11 to shoot. Caitlin Clark bumped by Wheeler. Caitlin Clark on the drive to the free throw line. Lost the ball twice. Pitch out Boston on the drive in the lane. Layup is good. There you go. That's the kind of bucket you need out of a timeout. 3:28 left. 86-71. Fever by 15. Here comes Skylar Diggins. All the way to the corner for Gabby Williams. Williams on the drive into the lane. Pitch out to Skylar Diggins. A Wheeler three from the right, from the left is good. Lead down to 12. 86-74. Don't let them get back in the ball game. 86-74, 3:05 left. You cannot give up a 19-point lead. Boston has it off to the right. 2:58 left. Boston on the drive in the lane. Shoots it in. Aaliyah Boston now has 26. And it's 88-74. Diggins in the front court off to the left. It was a 17-point lead after three. Diggins, a pitch out. Up top, Wheeler for three. Yep. $88-77. 2:28 left in the ball game. Here's Aaliyah Boston on the fly. She lays it in. Boston is 28. 90-77, 2:19 left. Skylar Diggins off to the right. Back left to Wheeler. Wheeler on the drive. Picked up by Caitlin Clark. Clark goes up. Wheeler goes up. Nope, but a foul called on Caitlin Clark. That is her second. And Wheeler to the free throw line with 2:08 remaining in the ball game. Indiana has led by double digits since midway through the third quarter. Jackie Wheeler to the free throw line. Wheeler 15 points, 16 with that free throw. 2:08 left. The second attempt on the way, good, 90-79. 2:05 remaining. Kelsey Mitchell brings it up this time against Skylar Diggins. Mitchell on the move to the left. Mitchell stops her dribble. Out front, Caitlin Clark whips a pass to Boston, blocked by Ogumake. Lexi Hull on the drive into the lane. Her shot's blocked by Skylar Diggins out of bounds. And Seattle has it with 1:51 left. Sydney Colson will come in for Caitlin Clark. Seattle takes the timeout with 1:51 remaining in the ball game. Indiana trying to hold on. They lead by 11, 90-79. We'll come back with more after this.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'90-79, Indiana leads by 11. They've led by as many as 19. Nika Ogumake, 16 points, 6 rebounds. And again, Indiana led this game by as many as 19. We have 1:51 remaining. Seattle making their move right now as they have it in play to Diggins on the drive and on Dantes. Turns over the top, passes tipped and on the floor. Mitchell had it for a moment. Williams gets it back, lost the ball off her foot. Out front, Wheeler for three. Rebound on the floor. Out of bounds, belongs to Indiana with a 1:36 left. Caitlin Clark will come in, so they're doing the offensive-defensive switch. Now Seattle will put full court pressure in. Now they have it in play to Aaliyah Boston. Boston in the front court outside left. 90 seconds remaining. Caitlin Clark has it this time. Now to Dantes on the right side. Mitchell out front. Finds Caitlin Clark on the right wing. Now to Boston. 15-footer. Yes! With 1:18 left. 92-79 Fever. 1:15 left to go. Williams has it off to the right. Out front, Skylar Diggins. Diggins on the drive into the lane. A little 10-footer is good. Skylar Diggins makes it 92-81. Diggins with 20 points in the game tonight. 1:04 left. They have it to Dantes in the front court. Boston has it out front. Aaliyah Boston is our player of the game with 30 points. And we get a foul on Wheeler out front. Caitlin Clark is 3 for 13. Nothing from three-point land. 0 for 6. She's got 9 assists and 6 points. And the Fever lead by 11 in this ball game with 58.4 remaining. And that's the last foul to take for Seattle. They're first in the last 2 minutes. Caitlin Clark has it on the move to the right. Clark with a wraparound dribble, works it right of the lane. Clark comes out, bounce past Boston. Boston spins in, goes up, had it blocked, tipped out of bounds, stays with Indiana. They'll have 2 on the shot clock. And timeout call by the Fever. We'll pause for this timeout. 92-81, Fever with the lead on their way to victory. We're back after this timeout. (92-81) our score. The Fever have the ball. 45.1 seconds remaining. Our Bet US player of the game is Aaliyah Boston. 30 points and 8 rebounds on the night. And this represents her season high. Clark to bring it in. Baseline right. Gotta hurry. Gotta hurry. 5-second violation. No one came open for Indiana, and they'll have to give up the ball. And Seattle with the ball with a fresh 24. Brianna Turner comes in for Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham for Damaris Dantas, and Sydney Colson in for Caitlin Clark. So they get all the offensive players out of the game. Kelsey Mitchell will come in for Aaliyah Boston. So it's Turner, Colson, Cunningham, Hull, and Mitchell as they look to bring it in. And they had a 5-second violation, but it was not called. Diggins has it bumped by Kelsey Mitchell with 44.2 left. Skylar Diggins to the free throw line to shoot 2. Our next game will be Thursday night. And I promise I'll have more graphics and make the presentation even better. That's what I'm constantly working on. Thursday, the Fever host the Los Angeles Sparks from Indianapolis. 7 p.m. tip-off time. We're up at 6:30 with our pregame show. Free throw good for Skylar Diggins. She has 21. 92-82. 44.2 left, and now the offensive lineup comes back in. Diggins with 21, 22 with that free throw. And for the first time in a while since midway through the third quarter, the Seattle Storm are back within single digits, but an immediate foul on Masbeger with 42 seconds left. And Indiana will head back to the free throw line. Aaliyah Boston sitting on 30 points in the game tonight. She has really, really stepped up for Indiana with Caitlin Clark and her struggles continuing. First one, good. 93-83. Fever been outscored by 7 here in this fourth quarter. Caitlin Clark checks out. Second free throw missed. Rebound, Gabby Williams. 39 seconds left. Williams hustles it up. They're in a hurry. Williams in the front court, outside left. 16 on the clock, 32 on the big one. Wheeler has it out front. She'll take the 3 over Mitchell, and she'll put it home. 93-86, 27 seconds left in the ball game, and a foul called with 24.3 left, and that's going to do it, folks. That is going to do it. Indiana 13 of 14 from the free throw line tonight. The miss by Boston was their first miss of the evening. Lexi Hall bangs one home, 94-86. Brianna Turner in. Aaliyah Boston departs, 31 points. Kelsey Mitchell, 26. Lexi Hall sitting on 15 right now. The second attempt on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound on the floor, taken by Masbeger, and a timeout called. And the Fever are going to finish 1-2 on this West Coast road trip. They lost by 11 to Golden State. They lost by 10 to Las Vegas, but they're up 8 right now with 22.4 seconds left. And we'll pause for this final timeout.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Max commented during the break. He says, good game, had me sweating. Had me sweating a little bit too. Foul line extended right. They look to come in. They come in, play to Skylar Diggins, 20 seconds. Wheeler with a 3-try from the left. Lexi Hall with her 10th rebound. She has a double-double. And timeout call by the Fever for a reset. 16.2 seconds remaining. And that is that. That is ball game. 20 points for Erica Wheeler on the night. Lexi Hall gets a vote for our player of the game. 15 points and 10 rebounds. And they have it in play as Clark got fouled. Nothing called. But she is called for a travel. She's slow to get up. Well, Clark didn't hit a 3-point goal tonight, but she's going to check out for the final time tonight as the defensive unit comes in. When they see the Sparks on Thursday, I guarantee you she's going to hit at least 3 from downtown and have the crowd roaring. They have it in play to Diggins. A 3 from the right is an air ball. It's out of bounds, belongs to the Fever, and this ball game's over. Cunningham in play to Colson. They don't even have to shoot the ball. Hell, they don't even have to get it across the midcourt stripe, but they do. And the Fever win the final game of their West Coast road trip. Your final score, 94-86. That's a winner. Put it in the book. Write it down. Put it in the book, and that's a winner. That's a Fever winner. Your final score, Fever 94 and the Storm 86. Next time we'll be with you will be Thursday when the Fever host the Los Angeles Sparks, who lost to Chicago tonight. 7 o'clock is your tip-off time. We'll be up at 6 with the pregame show. And folks, thank you for tuning in to my pre-anniversary stream. This one's for Jody. I love you very much, honey. Happy anniversary. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night for Phillies and Astros from Houston. I promise I'll have that one in full for you. So long, everybody. The Precinct has been a presentation of Snowman Sportsnet. For fans, by fans, all heart, all action. All broadcasts are under the authority of Snowman Multimedia. Good night, everybody.